let's get into some things. Okay? Y'all ready? Get in here, everybody, get in here. What's poppin'? Oh, God darn it, you just jumped right on up. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy, Armon, and we are back with another video, currently struggling with my audio system, as usual. Oh, you stop that and you be quiet. What is going on, everybody? Just wanted to make sure that we had the bass dropping in the background. I don't know how it sounds for you, but it sounds very bass delicious for me in these headphones. I'm loving it. Get in here, everybody, get in here. Now, before we get started, you know what I'm saying? I need to see all the members. Oh, they say, Chow. Why I do that? The audio was so low, y'all couldn't even hear me because I didn't even turn the stupid audio up. Dang it. Ooh. Give me the loot. Oh my God. Get in here. Y'all know how it go when I'm off for a couple of days. Why y'all act like y'all didn't know that? All right. It's time for a legendary show. Now, currently, well, before I got started, I was playing with my audio system, and instead of, turning it up, I was trying to untangle the freaking. Y'all know how it go. Just pretend. I mean, we're 2 days away from Monday. You know how things go over here, child. Things just don't be working out. But I don't know how it sounds for y'all. But like I was saying, well, I do know how it sounded for y'all. Y'all couldn't hear nothing. But for me, it was sounding very bass-alicious. All right. Especially when I was hitting these. All right, somebody watching the replay is going to be very irritated right now. I see you watching the replay. You're pissed off because I won't just get to the point. Scroll past this part, okay? But anyway, all right. All right. Oh, hold on. What's happening? Oh, wait. Oh, is the Nightbot spamming? I mean, okay, we do have the Nightbot in the chat. Oh, are they okay? Oh my God. Okay. Let me ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. I did it again. Stop spamming caps. Okay. Just okay, don't get in trouble, y'all. I have to take that off. But listen, if you guys can, I want to see all the members drop. Get in here in the chat. Okay, I want to see you guys drop the get in here in the chat. I just want to see a chat full of little Armonds and get in here and all the good stuff. Okay, let's drop that. Let's drop that really quick before we get into some things. Because I do have to explain this to you. A lot of people were, wait, did I even do the other intro? Listen, if you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes. If you're a new subscriber, welcome and hello. Sorry, the show's a little wonky. We got some new stuff happening today. I put a bot in the chat, so I want to make sure they're not blocking anybody out. And then two, we got some new memberships going on. But I promise we're going to get to the show, to the TS Madison portion of the show. I promise. But I'm just talking to my people right now. So anyway. I just want to shout out to everybody in here. Now, there were a lot of people that had been asking me, where are my emojis? Why have I, lost my memberships? I did take away the 99-cent memberships. The reason why I did that is because we have upgraded the perks on the legendary show membership that was once the behind the scenes membership. However, and I just felt like YouTube doesn't do a good job of separating the perk levels. So anything that the 99-cent members got, like the $4.99 members got. So I just felt like it wasn't fair for our premium members. I wanted some exclusivity for the premium members. I just didn't feel like some of the emoji upgrades should have been accessible to the 99-cent members. So the only way that we could do that is, unfortunately, is, kind of dissolve that whole membership. But you are welcome to rejoin, and we would actually love you to join us on the King of the Chat journey. Okay, shameless plug really quick. How it works, if you notice, you'll see about 6 little Armons in the chat, right? So the first one, mind you, what you don't know is everybody, all of my members, we had a members only live. You guys can't see my face, and all of these pictures right here, the members designed them. I literally got dressed behind the scenes, did the photos, and I sent them to my graphics person. So the members, these emojis were designed by the freaking members. Yes, they styled these. You guys created these. If you were there, then you know you were there. Here's the tea. All right, so yeah, if the bot is being a little wonky, I might remove the bot. So anyway, so here's the thing. So new member starts with just a black t-shirt, no hat. Y'all know my thing is hats or something on my head. So for 1 month, you get a little swagged out Armon. You know what I'm saying? You get the velvet blue do-rag with no shirt, giving body yada yada. Then 2 months you get the little beanie with the white tee and a little chain. Then 3 months you get the little Urban Outfitters trucker cap with the leather jacket. 6 months. And then in a year you earn your headphones. Now you know what I'm saying? Like you start this is the journey of becoming the king of the chat. And then by 2 years, you get your king's crown, your Celine shades, your diamond, your jewelry on your neck, and your Versace robe, okay? And you run the chat and you automatically become a moderator, all right? And you get to tell people what to do because you've been here, all right? So I want to shout out to everybody that has been a part of the memberships. And actually, for those people that don't know where to sign up, I think I have it right here. No, that's not it. Let me see. Child, I'm looking at this freaking Nightbot thing. All right. So boom, here we go. So you go here, you go to the membership tab, and you just select it right there, okay? Okay, people, I will put it in the chat for you. All right, I'm glad you guys are part. More emojis are coming. More emojis are coming. We are not done, all right? It's just, we're just taking time. Okay. Now let's get into why we came here. A lot of you guys were asking me to talk about T.S. Madison's new show. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not going to talk about it at first because I was just like, well, child, I don't want to sound really biased. And, I don't know. I was just going to just not say anything and, just support from the sidelines. However, you guys want to talk about it. So I decided I will talk about it today. Here's the thing. I have not talked to her. I purposely did not talk to her because I did not want my opinion to be screwed, twisted, unsure. I did not want to have it swayed in any way. So this will be the first time that she actually hears how I felt about the show as well. And so we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and a little bit of the shade. And then I'll I'll open up the lines and I'll let you guys call in, right? So again, I have not talked to T.S. Madison. I've not called her. I purposely did not call her to talk about the show. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I thought. All right, so let's just jump right into it. T.S. Madison experience. How do I feel about it? I think the show was trash. No, I'm just kidding. Trash. No, but seriously, I thought the show was amazing. The show is a phenomenal show. I'm really excited for her. I'm really happy for her. I know that she's happy, and that's what makes me happy. You know what I mean? I think the fact that she is the first black transgender woman to have a show centered around her and chasing her dreams, and at the level of what she's doing it, is awesome. You know, she's worked very hard to get to this point, and I think that it's dope. You know what I mean? And honestly, we've had our differences, but I'm never going to be a hater. The show was great, and I like that it's not about sex. You know what I mean? It's about the business. I like Miss Mary being in the show. I love, well, my favorite character is honestly Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi's a Kiki to me. He's one of my favorite characters. Chi-Chi's probably going to be the highlight of the season for me because he just doesn't give a darn. Like, you know, Chi-Chi is the type of person. I mean, Miss Mary, they was asking him about the COVID-19. He going to say, child, you know I don't watch the news. Child, you know I don't know. Like, girl, so you just not gonna watch the news, girl? Like, you just don't know. Like, if you just don't see it, and it just don't exist. Chi would be like, girl, what? I can't go out. Girl, my weed, my what? No, girl, I don't watch the news. What? The COVID? It's the Latanya for me. I live for Chi. But no, honestly, this is a great moment. This is groundbreaking for creators. Even outside of like the transgender piece of it, which is a huge thing for her. I had to figure out, you know, for me, like why I like the show so much, right? Because it's not really messy. It's not a lot of drama that we would typically want to see, right? But for me, I have to think, what is going to keep me watching the show? And I think you can feel the RuPaul, like the Drag Race undertone or influence on this. You can definitely feel the World of Wonder influence in the show. It has that energy to it. Just, it's an undertoning it's kind of like this whimsical, kind of like airy kind of reality show. You know what I mean? It's you just feel that. So I think that that's cool. And then two, I like the idea that they're showcasing how creators are creating from their home and reaching millions and millions of people from their home, because now they're normalizing us, people like me, people like TS, people like you at home that are creators. They're normalizing us as being part of mainstream media, being part of the mainstream and whatever it is that we do, right? And I think that is very important to show the work that goes into being an independent media personality, an independent like show runner. You know, a lot of times people talk about the independent musician and the independent, you know, the independent artist, but not many times there's a focus on the independent talk show host or the independent radio host. And I think that this show does a great job of showing that the independent show host is really putting out a lot of work, and it's not easy. You know what I mean? There's a whole staff of people that goes into creating content for, you know, the public to consume. And I think that that is very important. And I think that that's great that her show is, to me, one of the first of its kind to do something like that. I've never seen a show where they focused on, you know, a media show and then a celebrity gossip kind of like bloggers show in the basement, and showing that there's real life production. They're going on tours. They're booking guests. Like this is what we do. You know what I mean? And Madison is blessed enough to have a full staff. There's many of us like myself. For every job that you've seen, from the editor, the management, the production, the lighting, the booker, the crowd, like some of us do all of that by ourselves. Some of us are every single job in one. You know what I mean? So I like that the show is highlighting that, because now I feel like people will start putting respect on, the independent media You know, we got to put some respect on our names, because it's a lot of work. And then especially when you're talking about current events, and especially when you're in spaces where you're competing with the Wendy Williams, you're competing with the TMZs, you're competing with, you know, the Reels and the Views and, you know, all of these bigger publications, the news networks. Like, you're competing with, you know, BET and MTV and Viacom and all of that. You're competing with all of that. And, you know, to be able to still gain an audience and sell out tickets and do that, like, I think that this is so dope that she's highlighting that. So for me, that was a big takeaway for the show for me. And for me, that's why, you know, I really appreciate the show, because I think it's going to put more of a microscope on the things that people like myself and she and other of us YouTubers do. And people are going to have to start really saying, like, damn, these people put in a lot of work. And then you're going to be able to see, I like that you can see that she's invested in her team, things like that. Like, it's just, I think it's dope that she's done that. And I think it's dope that they've given her an opportunity to showcase her that. Not to mention, let's talk about the transgender piece. It's dope that she comes from a place of, you know, sex work and escorting and things like that to come full circle and be on television, you know what I mean, with the staff and producing her own show. I think that's amazing. And I think that is so dope that they're highlighting that, because there's a lot of trans people around the world, you know, that don't see a way out. You know, they cannot find their way out. They feel like they have to result in sex work, drugs, and all of this, and they can never get out of that space. So to see somebody that comes from that world and literally elevate all the way up to television is amazing. I think that is awesome. And I think that a lot of trans women, like, should use that as an example. You know what I mean? And I think too, honestly, you know, it also shakes the trans community up, especially, I'm talking about the African American trans community. It takes the guardrails off of, and it takes the crutch off of the transgender community of, I can't, we had it so hard, or there's not a space for us, or I can't do this because I'm trans. Well, because it's like, well, you can't use that anymore when you're seeing T.S. Madison did it, so you can do it too. You know what I mean? So she's actually showing people, listen, you don't have to live in your oppression. You don't have to live in your struggle. You don't have to be in that space. You can be something bigger than what, you know, society has destined or ordained or said you were supposed to be. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all saying that the Nightbot is tripping. Oh my God. Let me see if I can get him out of here. How can I get that Nightbot out? I don't know how to get it out though, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can get the Nightbot out. Remove moderator. Okay, we removed the moderator. Okay, okay, cool. So I think that was great. Okay, but you know, I had to bring the bot in here just in case, you know, people started getting out of control. Okay, so anywho, now, so I think the show was great. I like Miss Mary in the show. Madison and Miss Mary have been working together for a long time. Now, when I used to go in, I used to be like, yeah, she's over there getting her, you know, I used to be like, she's over there exploiting her damn mother. But no, honestly, Miss Mary is a soft add to the show. I think that it was great that Miss Mary shared a moment with, you know, because people are going to want to know. People are going to want to understand, like, how did Miss Mary deal with you being a transgender woman? You know, how does she feel about that, being a Christian? And, you know, they shared a moment together, which was great. I like to see that. Tiffany Pollard is in it. Now, here's the thing. Okay, I guess we're going to start moving into, like, I guess I'm just going to start ranting, because we'll move into a little bit of the shade, because we talked about how good the show was, right? Okay, Tiffany, New York. I think New York was a plan post COVID. I mean, prior COVID, whatever, pre-COVID. I think she's great. I don't think she's necessary. I don't really think that New York is necessary. I feel like maybe that was the deal before. I don't know. Madison never told me this, but I feel like perhaps that was the deal. Like, okay, let's use New York. We'll usher you in through the door of mainstream with New York, and then, we'll put it under your show. But New York will, it will kind of ease it in on the people with New York. And I just don't think that we need New York. And then the COVID came, so New York is not even going to really be on the show. Leading to my point of, I don't like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want New York on the cover of this. I'm just being honest. I don't think that's my opinion. I don't feel like New York needs to be on the cover of the T.S. Madison Experience show, flyer. She doesn't need to be, like, why is New York right there? She's not really even on the show like that. You know what I mean? So I just don't feel like New York should be there. And I think that I don't think Madison needs her. I think the story can be told without, a cisgender celebrity, reality star, kind of cosign. She, New York could come in if she's available, but if not, I don't think that they needed to. I think maybe they might have felt like they needed to pitch it with New York, but I don't feel like after watching it, I don't care about New York. You know what I mean? For me, I'm not really interested in New York, and I think that it's great, but I mean, we don't need New York. So, I'm being honest there. The other part of it, if I'm going to be, be a little shady, it's just, the other thing that was triggering me and my homegirls watching the show, and I'm not really sure. That's another reason why I didn't want to talk about it, because I wasn't really sure how I felt. Because I wasn't sure if I felt like, are they tricking me? Or is this real? Like, because I don't want to be bamboozled. You know what I mean? I don't want to be made to feel a way about a person, and it's just like, okay, we need a villain. So let's, like, create this person to be a villain. You know what I mean? Okay, if you don't know what I mean, I'm talking about Craig. Okay? I'm not pulling this picture up because I just feel like it's giving too much. So the producer of the show, he was really triggering me. And I just cannot believe in my mind that that's really how he is. I feel like Gio is gone. They needed a villain. And I feel like they were like, okay, Craig, are you willing to be the villain and be extra? And he's like, all right, I'll take the job. That's what I want to believe. I don't want to believe that Craig's personality is that we see it on the TV. Because if so, Miss Mamas is the fool. Miss Mamas is the fool. And I'm gagging at the fact that I'm like, girl, what? She want to be T.S. Madison. She literally like, Miss Mamas is the fool. She couldn't, like, and I'm not even being shady. It's like, girl, how we having a meeting and you on your own YouTube channel? Like, how you the show producer and you talking about you don't want to be down there early setting things up? Well, girl. See, I don't want to start reading like that. Maybe if you were down there a little bit earlier, the show wouldn't have as many audio problems as they would have, they were having earlier on. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, girl, she be giving all of that. Like, she was giving, like, if the show would still go on, but the show wouldn't be not the same without me. And she was giving, like, while you guys are up here, I'm not going to be down there early and I have things to do. And Madison is not paying me enough, and I don't work for her. We work together. And I'm like, oh, girl. And I'm like, no. They're tricking us. They're trying to, they needed a villain. Because I'm like, girl, Madison, she couldn't possibly be and be friend, and like, I like, what? Or maybe it's just me. But I was just like, wait a minute. I know this cannot be real. Miss Mamas does not act like that. And somehow this is working. But then I was like, you know what? I know Madison in my mind, right? she's probably like, listen, girl, push your books, say what you got to say. Just make sure you push that button and make it go to the next slide. Because at the end of the day, you talking about you don't make enough money. I'm going to be honest with you, Craig. I don't know you. I've only known you through the T.S. Madison stuff. I've never, those 5 books that you're pushing, none of those books have got you on TV. The T.S. got you on TV. So all of this stuff that you've acquired through the many years and whatever you're doing, all of this of who you are, like, girl, nobody cares then. Nobody cares now. All we care about is you producing the show and making sure the audio is not echoing, Miss Mamas. That's what we care about. I mean, that's what it's giving me. I don't give a damn about how many books Miss Mamas wrote. Do you? No, I'm just saying, how are you giving all that she doesn't pay me enough and I don't do this and I'm not doing that? But girl, you're getting paid by the whole network. Why your books didn't get you on the show? Why do you have to work under or with somebody else? Obviously, you didn't have them books didn't sell enough to get you a TV deal. I don't know. Yeah, the show will go on without you. Will it be the same without you? I think it'll survive. You know what I mean? But my thing is, she was really triggering me. And I was like, girl, I don't want to get on here because I know if I get on here, I'm going to have to talk about this because I was not going to let that slide. I'm like, girl, she is giving all of that. I'm like, wow. But, it works for their dynamic of their team. So I think that that's great. But for me, I will be watching her because she definitely has a spirit of, I want to be in front of the camera. It's just not really selling like that for me. So, girl, I'll work with you. But the second I feel like something is going to put me in the forefront, bitch, I'm out. That's what she gives me. But, that's just, but like I said, I could be being bamboozled. I could be reading Craig completely wrong. And this could just be because there needs to be somebody that we hate. And so for me, they did a good job as casting Craig as the one that I'm like, girl, she gives a lot. So outside of that, it was all good to me. I just was like, I was just gagging because I just did that. He was giving a lot. I was like, girl, she's got a bit of an ego. But I think the show, but no shade. I was talking to somebody about it and they were like, well, to them personally, he's one of the reasons why people are going to go back and watch the show because they need that. You need that though. Listen, a show would not be good if there wasn't a villain. So you need a person to dislike, or you need a person that's going to shake it up and be like, girl, you know what I mean? But I think they're a tight knit group. So it'll all work out, but they did a good job because they definitely was able to trigger me a little bit because I'm like, God, this mama's is giving a lot. She was giving a lot. She was giving a lot. I'm like, girl, whose show is this? But no, the show was good. But you know what? I love it. Just keep a bunch of queens on camera, giving a lot on TV, and for the straight folks, I'm here for it, okay? And so, yeah. So, anywho, yeah, I think the show was a success, though. Honestly, I'm very inspired by the show. I think that it's groundbreaking on so many different levels as far as transgender and then as far as like independent content creators. So I think that it's super dope. Like I said, I love Chi Chi. Chi Chi's going to be the key for me. And I just can't wait to see what doors open for her after. So, shout out to T.S. Madison for having a great show, you know what I mean? And doing her thing, because I know that this is what she wanted. She had been talking about WeTV since Facebook. So, and she did her thing. And I think it's great to highlight our peers. And you guys always know, I've always said Madison is the reason why I started doing what I'm doing. Despite even me going in and reading her when she had me, when she didn't feel like I was good enough for the Queen's Court. And I had to read her, like, girl. But at the end of the day, I still give credit where credit is due. The show was great. I'm happy for her. She did her thing. And I think the one thing that, I could take away from this is that, because she's even told me this before. And I think, and it's good when someone tells you something and you can see them doing it. Like, she does a good job. Like, through this journey, she did a good job of staying focused and understand this is my path. So whether you had this team person or this person around you or this friend around you or this person on your team, maybe they want to be the center of attention. Maybe they're being shady. It's not that she doesn't see or know all of that, but she's not going to feed into that. Listen, do whatever you want to do. Just make sure you focus on here because I have to get this done. And so she doesn't get lost in the back and forth of people's egos because she has a vision of her own and eventually she's going to get where she's going to go. So girl, you and your ego and anything you feeling a way about, like, girl, okay, girl, but we got to get over here. Okay, whatever, you know what I mean? And even if that means, girl, we got to work together. We work, you know what I mean? It's just like, listen, she's chasing a bag and I see her laser focused in on that. And I'm proud of her. I'm really honestly proud of her. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, TS. You know what I mean? I'm very proud of her. And the show is good. The show is good. It's a good show. I enjoy it. And I think it's an inspiration. And I think that it's going to, like I said before, it's going to highlight the hard work and dedication that it takes to do this work without a major network deal. There's not many spaces that are doing that. And her show is like showing, even if you don't realize that's what they're showing, that's what they're showing. So I will go ahead and let you guys call in now. And you guys can give your opinion on the show. So let's see what y'all got. How do y'all feel about the show? The number is 563-999-3658. Now, you can respectfully disagree, but if you call in trolling, I'm hanging up on you. Does that make sense? Like, you can't just be out here just saying dumb stuff. But if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't have to like it. But you don't have to come on here and, I don't know, say something like bizarre and stupid. Okay? So go ahead, and the number is 563-999-3658. Call in. So a lot of people said they haven't seen it yet. I agree with everything you're saying, Armon. I love the show, especially Miss Mary. Yeah, Miss Mary would be a fan favorite. That was a good addition. People like her. Now he likes Madison. Always liked Madison. She just pissed me off. Kudos to your mom for acknowledging her success. That's what's up. Stop hating, okay? Big ups to Madison. Okay, so if we don't have anybody that want to call in and give their opinion on the show, we will wrap it up. But I just want to make sure I got on here and I showed some love to her show and I supported it because I think it's very important for people in this space with a platform to support the show and not be silent, right? When someone like this has a show, let's uplift her. Let's talk about it. I mean, we don't have to like everything about it. You know what I mean? I wasn't like the most turned on by Craig, but I need that character too because it makes it interesting because I he'll be one I love to hate. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, girl, what's she going to be giving this week? You know what I mean? So, I think it's very important that we lift each other up in the community, because there's so many times that we don't do so, and we're looking for acceptance within the straight community when there's a multitude of us that have platforms that we could be building and lifting each other up and creating a space for us. So I wanted to make sure I got on here and do this dedicated video and let her know, listen, I'm proud of you. Kudos. Shout out to you. You did your thing. You're the queen, girl. You on TV, and you know what I mean? It's up from here. It's up and it's stuck. So shout out to you. Okay, boom. We got a couple. Okay, so 8832, you're live on the air.
Hey.
Hey.
So, first of all, I think you're the bomb.com, and I actually got put onto your show through Madison show. Madison and Jason Lee.
Okay.
So I'm late to the party. But about TS, I am so obsessed with her whole flow. I thought her launch at WeTV was a great fill for something that's missing on TV. They represent the black family trans like crazy, and I agree with you about Miss Mary being like the glue.
Mm-hmm.
The glue. And as I do like Craig, I really feel the tea and the shade from the first episode. So we just got to follow the rest. That's like, you know what they do. They have to give you a nail biter to come, bite on.
Well, it wasn't like he was, it wasn't even like he was like throwing shade. That's not the thing. It's not even that Craig was being shady. It's just, if that is really who he is, it's like, he wants to be the star.
Right, and I understand that he needs to understand the process. Like, you're on somebody else's back right now, and he needs to let that ride before he.
Yeah, he's got an ego
for himself.
Yeah, he's got an ego.
But baby, I was mad about it because when I watch his lives, he's very inspiring. I don't catch the ego vibe. I know that he pushes his book and everything because that's his hustle, but he did not need to do that on the show.
On the first, and I mean, of course, we don't know how they.
Baby, on the Thursday.
Right, and we don't know how they edited, but he came on there, and I'm the author of 5 best-selling. I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about how you produce, and you're like this is about you, or like, oh, I don't know, like this was just, it was crazy. I don't know.
But
I don't know.
You just said it though, because he wanted to just get his accolades immediately and just be like, yo, I'm not the show. But he didn't have to say the show wouldn't be the show without his presence. Like, that's extra. You kind of ran with that one. And
then you were like, Madison doesn't pay me enough, and she doesn't pay me enough to work for her. I'm like, girl, you are a whole TV show.
Yes, when he said all that, I was mad because, that's the confession room. And I'm like, you really starting off on that note? Come on.
And I see people saying, okay, you got to think about it. And I'm seeing people saying, oh, he's just cocky. It's just, and that's fine. But imagine being like a T.S. Madison, or imagine you being a business owner, or imagine you being a content creator and you having someone that under you that's helping you build your business. Your team. Yeah, right. You have somebody in your team, right, and they're kind of trying to tell you, like, you could see that they really want to be you, but their stuff hasn't really took off, so they have no choice but to kind of work under you. But then you can still see that they secretly. You're the second option. If his shit was really hitting, he would not be over there with no T.S. Madison. Trust me.
Okay.
If them books take off and it's a Craig, and then if they're like, we want the Craig the Writer show, oh, he's out of there.
Right. Like, I can't. Oh,
go.
I wanted to mention before I forget. So yesterday I also jumped on, because I'm really obsessed with this whole flow. So yesterday I jumped onto their live. Was it yesterday? Whenever they did their live for Thursday, I think it was Thursday. When they launched the whole thing, they did a live right after, and I really feel that this might, how when something happens, like the production happens, and then later everybody has to, go rewind from it and see the feedback. Literally, this is out, and TS was heated. So I really hope that this doesn't create real drama, because you know how it will do, how it will happen. But she was.
I don't think it will, because that was the piece for me. I'm just kind of like, Madison, I don't. That's why I didn't know if it was real or not, because I'm like, is this a phony? Like, is this a phony persona of him? Because Madison, like, she was like promoting this, and they're all really good friends. But I'm just in my mind, I'm like, how could you like? I couldn't have that person work for me. Like, I don't care how talented you are.
Right,
it's like you're competing with me.
Right. When I open, because are we buddy? Are you my partner, or are you trying to get up on me? Like, that's not cool. But
and are you over here because your books really ain't selling like that?
Like that.
But let's not make it messy. Like that. Yeah. They're not TV deal selling. You know what I mean? But
not yet.
Okay.
No, but on the real, like wrapping it up, I know I'm so proud of the whole platform. I'm so proud of TS. I'm so late to the party, but I'm better late than never. I just love the whole trans world, the whole LGBTQ, and it's just giving me all my life right now. So I'm gonna stay tuned to you and the show. But baby,
thank you. It ain't that much drama.
You.
It was just a little bit of the personality for me that I was just like, oh, this is interesting. But okay, thanks, Boo. Yeah, I mean, but listen, I gotta call it like I said. He just feels like I'll be like sleeping like this, like, chill. I don't know, but I'm not trying to start no beef. I'm just saying, y'all wanted my opinion on the show. I'm telling y'all. Okay, 1640.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you for. Hi. Oh my gosh, I am so in love with your show. I gotta say that. Okay. All right. So that first and foremost. Secondly, I lost my mother 2 years ago.
Okay.
And watching Mother Mary with that whole relationship, it just reminds me of me and my mother. And I love her realness. I love the show.
Yeah, it reminds me. You know what? I like that relationship too, and it pisses me off even more so now that I didn't get invited to Thanksgiving, because that food, Miss Mary, like she be in there cooking, okay? And I'm like, girl, I didn't get none of that food yet, girl. I'm really mad, for real, for real.
Yes. I love the show. The Craig piece, I saw it. I see it. I'm sure that she sees it too. But
or am I tripping? Am I just being a hater? Am I being a hater with the Craig thing? Like, just be honest. Did I see something that nobody else seen, or am I tripping? Am I just making it? Like, am I tripping?
When you brought it up, I didn't see it. I saw a glimpse of it when he was driving in the Jeep with the secretary. I don't remember her name because.
Remember, but see, I didn't even want to go there, because even the manager, remember, she was just like, even it must be coming on later, but she was giving like, and that's why I didn't want to speak on her yet, because she was giving like, I'm not the secretary. Like, it seems like everybody is trying to let you know what they're not gonna do. I'm like, right. Girl, what is this? Right. I'm not the secretary.
Well, girl, I love the strong personalities. I'm just gonna love the show.
Me too.
Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, thank you. Me too. Because I'm like, girl, what? But maybe that's just me being, maybe call me a hater. Maybe I was just being messy. Maybe I seen something everybody else didn't see. I don't know. That was the only part for me, honestly, that kind of turned me off, though. But in a good way, because I'm going to watch even more. 8303, you're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey.
Hey, I just want to say I have not watched the show. I tuned in to some of TS's YouTube buzz about the show, but I'm just proud of her that she's achieved her goal, and anybody, I don't care, transgender, gay, homosexual, regular, it don't matter for me. Hey, you achieving your goal and you staying focused and you leveling up, I'm all good with that. So
I'm all good for that too.
And she will go far.
Absolutely. And I think if the show does it, like, and I'm just gonna speak it early, I think if the show does a season 2, we don't need a quote unquote like female celebrity like cosign.
Yes,
Like, I don't think that New York is needed.
I agree. New York, she needs her own lane. I mean, okay, coming there maybe as a guest here and there, but she needs her own thing or whatever. But I think that, like yourself, TS, she has the gift to create good, fresh content.
I think she's interesting. I think people would have came with that. Like, I just don't. For me, I didn't like. I just don't feel like. I get it. I feel like New York was a part of the discussion pre-COVID, and then you know what I mean. It just kind of they went with it. But I would have rather TS be on the flyer by herself. For me.
Yeah, but didn't New York help her kind of get in that door?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Well, I feel like but you know what? Don't give me the line because I don't know. But could be. I'm not even gonna say not, but at the same time, child, I mean, it is what it is. I'm at a place where I just feel like I think it's great. I just think that I don't think gay people need a cosign from straight people. Like T.S. Madison does. I don't feel like she need. I kind of feel like they're like, all right, we're gonna help, usher you in with New York.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely stand alone. She can.
Yeah,
stand alone.
I think she could stand alone.
Yes, definitely. I agree with that. But just by me watching, some of TS's content on YouTube and her morning shows and things like that, I think that New York had a big role with getting.
Well, she's also executive producer of the show. Yeah, she might have because So you're right.
So I mean, that's protocol, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. That's why I like, I get it.
Yeah, but so I think there will be a season 2 because, like I said, TS, she's organically creative. She can create that, and I just believe that, the sky's the limit for her. I really honestly believe that. And no, I don't watch her all the time, but I do tune into her. I don't watch her as much as I watch you. I will say that. But
I'm happy that she got it though, because this goes to show that there'll be more doors open. Especially like for me, like I said, the greatest part for me is the behind the scenes. I like how it feels like it's like an extended behind the scenes of the Queen's Supreme Court. You know what I mean? And I love that they show the good, the bad, when the sound goes off, when you got a crowd of people, all that. Like, I think that that's important for people to understand that this production stuff is real. And everybody can't do this. Like, you know what I mean? And like, so, and then because a lot of people, I remember when Jeannie Mai came out before the pandemic from The Real, and she was just like, yeah, like anybody now that sits and goes live from their home, from a bedroom in their home, they're like they're media, or they're considered a credible source. They're not credible. And so I think that we're ripping the face off of that, because we can be credible. We are considered real media. Like now, Jeannie, my girl, you're going live from your house. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like, we're taking that stigma and throwing it back in people's face. Like, no, we don't even, we may not have the big television deal. We may not have the big media companies behind us, but don't minimize the work that we do, because we work hard at this. We work damn hard trying to get this content out to people. And a lot of us have more influence than the people on television.
Oh, yeah. And just by me being an entrepreneur myself, I honestly think as long as you have a heart for the people and you have an ear to listen for the people and you remain true to that, you will go far. I will say, side note, I like Kaya too. I listen to her and I like her.
Oh, she's too, probably somewhere punching the air. What an idiot. She could have been on the show. What an idiot. You could have got rid of New York, put her and Kaya on it, and that would have went, like, come on.
It would have went so far. Yes. And that was what I was about to say. I'm hoping that Kaya, will be honest. Okay, be honest. I think, sometimes us black women, we play the tough role, and really, yes, we're tough, but we're really truly inside broken, and I honestly think that Kaya is one of those because she has to play that. I get it because I'm a black woman too, and I've been through a lot in my own personal, so I get it. But I'm really hoping that she really will not so much just about the TV or nothing like that, but just the leveling up, just that she set out to do something and she did it.
And she did it.
I don't care if it was going on radio or going whatever. It does not necessarily have to be just the TV. So I'm hoping that Kaya will, swallow her pride and just, give honor and props to where honor's due. You can't hate on that. You cannot hate
on that. You cannot hate on that.
You cannot.
Like, what is Kaya gonna say? She can ignore it and act like, she didn't see the show, but she watched it.
Oh yeah.
She's seen it. I would be like, if I was her, I would be pissed because she really fumbled a bag.
Yeah, but
a big bag.
If I was her, it should light a spark in her. It really should. For whatever her goal is to do. I don't know. Her goal may not be to be on TV. Her goal may be to just be an underground artist for the rest of it, and that's fine if that's what it is for her. But at the same time, if that's what it is, you can't be hating on other people for setting and aiming their own personal goals and shooting for what they shoot for. So I'm just hoping that she'll humble herself and, give her props to it. She set out. I think
with the Kaya piece, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have liked to see them get back, but I think for me in my mind, and this is nothing that that this is just me assuming from what I've watched. Kaya has, when she goes, and she has gone so far. Like, she has posted stuff about Miss Mary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, once you start going with somebody, mama, and then they're elderly, and Miss Mary's got, it's like, okay, we could have had a conversation, but at this point, there's nothing to talk about, girl.
Right.
You don't even exist anymore. Now we won't even slightly mention. I don't even feel like they're going to even slightly mention Kaya on this.
Oh, no.
She could have got a little bit of a mention, I feel like. She could have still been very much so relevant. But I think she went too far.
Very too far. I think it went very too far, like you said. And because, when you about your money, I don't care. You can say what you want to, this and that. But once you take it to a certain line, even with business, there's a certain level that you're just not going to compromise, and it's not worth dealing with, So I don't blame Tia. That blame, that's over. That's done, and I wouldn't welcome it. And I'm saying that I'm a heterosexual black woman, and like I said, I like and I respect both of them, and I'm just keeping it real, No, Tia, she needs to do her own thing. What she's doing. Kaya, she's saying her thing. She went too far. I agree.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. All right. Bang. All right. Let's take another call. 5919. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, Drew here. Hey, Armon, how are you, man? I'm actually coming in to speak about the show. I kind of browse at the show. Make this real quick. When people make assumptions that individuals don't rekindle their relationships, I want people to know in this business of reality television that a person is always going to cross paths. That's just what makes the show what it is.
Okay.
And another thing is, as far as T.S. Madison, I began to, in the beginning, to like T.S. Madison, but my problem was I didn't like the negativity feedback every time she would come on. She always had to bite back at the comments, and I'm like, if you're going to make yourself a star, you got to actually pay no attention to the comments, because if you keep feeding the comments in, it brings negativity issues. And as far as her camp, I think, to my suggestion, I think she needs to change the whole entire house. and just, go with a whole new fresh start of people. And even if it has to hurt, even if she has to bring new people in to run this camp for her, I think that would be people that would have a best of interest. Keep the mother, who I think is hilarious, and, get rid of the rest of the team. I have to be honest with you.
Really?
I think that team is not going to get us to the next season.
But I think they got her. I think they've got her very far, and they made a lot of money. They got her pretty far. I mean, that's a bold statement to say. They've got her on TV.
Once you get in television, you can rekindle a whole new atmosphere, and it can get you where you need to be even faster. Because I think that T.S. Madison already knows the business of manipulating, and when I mean manipulating in a good way, to get her where she needs to be, actually. And I think she has to. If I was
okay,
her,
so what about the team?
House.
Why would you think that just sounds like just a broad statement? Like, just get rid of the team. But what about you? What about the team you feel like she needs to get rid of?
Well, I think that everyone wants a role play of being noticed on television, and this is about T.S. Madison. It's not about anyone else. And another thing I have to say,
I don't think Chi-Chi is like that. I don't think Chi-Chi is like that at all. I don't think Chi-Chi is like that at all.
I really didn't see that guy, but I kind of browsed at it just for, because I'm in New York here, and we deal with these things. And another thing that I thought was kind of interesting, and I wanted to say this, and I hope that I don't have to actually bite the bullet on this, but I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Another thing is I think that you also have to be careful with your peers in the business. And I'm going to bring Wendy Williams up, because I think that Wendy Williams could have been a very great voice to shout out T.S. Madison. Even though they may have certain words about who she is, but I think that you might want to say that Wendy Williams is she's relevant in any topic about any type of show that comes on. If she speaks about it, the people are going to run to it.
Absolutely. Now, that's a fact.
So I think that's another relationship that T.S. Madison has to clean up. I'm just going to be honest.
So you don't think that she should have mentioned Wendy Williams in the show? Because she mentioned Oprah and Wendy.
I think that we got to look back at some of the past, because you have to remember, some people are going to look at the past to bring that with the future, and it's going to be a lot of cutthroat. Because I remember I had times that I remember one time a friend of mine that was a real estate agent, Robin Robbins, and her were going to a party, and Robin Robbins didn't like her, and she didn't know her to not like her. It was just something she said at the table that turned her away. So it's like when you're in this business, you have to be very careful to how you put things out there, because they will hunt you. We all know about the past of someone being honest about what they did to get there, but there's some people that's not going to change, and they're going to hold on to that, because we're still dealing with old-fashioned people in this industry.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Wendy Williams, because
what we say. Yeah,
because Wendy Williams does have power.
And I'm mad because she's never reached out to you. I'm mad because she's never reached out to you, and I always wanted to say, Wendy, give Armon Wiggins a little credibility. Put him on.
I'm just a little. Let me just listen. It's no rush. Yeah. I'll get there when I need. Listen, Wendy is way over here. Yeah. I'm just in my little space. Okay, it'll come when it's time. I'm enjoying the journey.
With you is. Yeah, what I would like to leave with you, I really think that you should consider being more focused on what your success is going to be like in the future. And I think that you need to do more commentary on things that matter, because these people on YouTube don't matter. You need to really, you could do good on crime stories and late-night crime stories. I think you need to look for where your next desk is going to be. It's going to be much more,
I received that too. I like that too. Thank you. Listen, you spoke that into me.
Yeah, I think you need to focus on that. I think that you need to, tell the people that watch you that I've moved. It's nothing wrong with moving to another level. Like T.S. Madison said, when I move out of this house, I'm going to move into something much more of a compound. Well, I think you need to, look on the same, categories. And looking at T.S. Madison, I look at it like a middle-aged woman, but not worried about that she's a transgender. Put it like that.
Okay.
So that's how I look at her. Like, she is a mobile on her own, and at times I wanted to say, like, I don't like this show, I don't like this person. I say, you know what? It's going to be a love-hate thing. I'm going to love her for who she is, because she went out there and she took a bite on the bullet and made it happen for her. Even if it is a mediocre channel, it can go further for her, because she let it be known to. I can be honest with you. I don't think anyone co-signed for T.S. Madison to actually be there. I think T.S. Madison co-signed for herself. It was just in the makings. She doesn't need anyone else to represent her. She can do her own thing. And I would, if I was her, I would pack my bags and go to New York or go to California and clean house and do a whole new, corporation of who she is. I would.
Well, thank you, baby. You got to do some things. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, calling from New York. Have a great day. Listen, everybody, listen. But you got to take the meat and throw away the bone. All right. Okay. Listen. Private caller, you're live on the air. Yes.
Hey, oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to say I'm really kind of annoyed how people say that WeTV is kind of like something that's mediocre or not.
Yeah, I caught that, but I was gonna let that. Ma'am, you sound like you're talking in a can of Sprite.
Oh, maybe it's my headphones. Let me take them off.
Yes. Larry Reed says, Armand's voice is golden. He is on his way up as well. XM Radio on TV. Here it comes. Yes. Listen, we are in a spiritual space near you as well. Listen. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you much better now. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So I was just wanting to say that I know that like it's popular for people to love like housewives and all of that stuff. I actually don't watch reality TV, and I'm gonna confess to you, the one that I really like to watch is it's called Love After Lockup, and that comes on WeTV. So I watch that one, and of course I support TS, and I watch her show. The only thing that I didn't really like about her show was it kind of made me cringe a little when I can't remember how she said it exactly, but she said something about Wendy and Oprah and like saying "move over bitches" or something.
Yeah.
And I know that's how we all
I know.
talk.
Yeah.
And
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I didn't want to. It made me cringe too. No shade. Because I'm like, She kept saying it too. She kept saying Wendy and Oprah. I'm like, oh, girl, stop saying it.
Right.
You said it once. You said it once. Just let it go.
But I felt like maybe, like with the TV show, I never had a TV show, so maybe they had to make her say certain things. Even though she's executive producer, there are probably still things that, in reality TV that they kind of make you say.
Mm-hmm,
and so maybe, I'm just assuming that was one of those things. And then, and also I wanted to say, with Craig, I feel like her and him have a really, even though I don't know them or anything, but, I'm just watching the show and stuff on YouTube, I feel like they have to have a really good relationship.
I feel like they do
it's
too.
It's kind of like, right, so I feel like it's funny when it's not other people that don't know them looking at his jokes, But when it's people that don't know the relationship, they look at it and they probably see it as like, oh my God, he's really trying to, become the star.
And you know what? And I think that you're right. And that's why I didn't want to just assume like that sounds like, because for me, I just couldn't believe that, they, he was just that way and they're so close. Because I would just, So, for me, maybe it's just me on the outside looking in and, I'm not in the inner circle. So, I could just be totally off. But come on. You got to admit, you got this man where I am this. And as soon as he came into the camera, I'm the one that sold this many books and this show was this and I feel this way and it's about me. And I'm like, and I'm not going down there where you girls do this. And right. But you don't need to work for me. You need to be this. You need to get your own show. You need your own show, Miss Mamas. You want it like you don't. This is my shit.
Right.
This is my name.
Look at him as, in the Jeffersons, how the maid Florence, I think that's her name, how she kind of made the Jeffersons work. Like if the doorbell rings, she's like, "Are you gonna get it?" I feel like her and him have that banter where, but it's funny to them. That's how I kind of see it. And the other girl, I think her name is Allegra.
Yeah, see, I don't know much about her. She's cool.
Yeah, I like her because when they, she used to help them when they were planning trips. I think they went to Puerto Rico or somewhere. And I felt like the fact that it's YouTube, I'm sure you can understand this, being on YouTube, having these members and audience that's asking all these questions, and I felt like Allegra really I hope I'm saying her name right. I felt like she really handled it really well. Like, the pressure of just having people, be able to say whatever they want, and and all of that stuff. And I feel like they really handled it well. So I feel like she has a good team. In my mind,
I mean, and I feel like she has a good team too. They got her the TV.
Yeah, exactly.
They got her the TV. It was just for me. It was just a little bit of the ego with Craig. I was just like, oh, child, like, you know what I mean? I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know. I don't know him, right. So I wasn't. I guess I was expecting something else. I knew I felt like he wanted to be a personality, but I didn't know. Like it just jumped at me like, oh, wait a minute. Like she really she don't want to be behind the. She don't want to be producing like that for she wants to be the star.
Right. And then the other thing, I know everyone loves Miss Mary, but for me, because my mother is so much like that, it's just like it's eye roll for me. For me, I just feel like, oh,
now
God,
I like Miss Mary
and all this. Yeah, I know, but she reminds me so much of my mother that it's just kind of like, oh my gosh.
But you need that though, right? Because but the thing is though, I think I think Miss Mary's important. But I think, but see, television doesn't see that. A black woman, Christian, supporting their transgendered, dark, like, you know what I mean? We need that visual. We need that. We need that in our community. We need that. So I think Miss Mary plays a pivotal role because there's many people that are in that situation, but their parents don't even like them because they're gay, let alone trans. So and then you have a transgender escort, prostitute, ex-porn star. You get what I'm saying? All these different variables, and your mom is there with you now. Like that's a full circle moment, and I think that's even a full circle moment for Madison when her and her mom probably had conversations about why are you doing this and why are you doing that when they were younger, right? And Madison was telling her, "My mom would be a star," and finally now she's a star, and her mom is alive, to experience the moment with her. I'm bringing my mama too. You know what I mean? Like, and I think we need to see that.
Yes. And is that everything? I think, and I wanted to say that I love your show, and I love that you have something that I feel is eluding YouTubers. You have such like a raw honesty and realness, and that's what's refreshing to me. When I watch your show, I always expect to have like an honest opinion, even if it's hard for you to, not that it's hard for you to be honest, but if it's going to hurt someone's feelings, you feel...
Or now now being in this industry, you start to make friends and allies and things like, but sometimes you still got to critique things. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you still have to give commentary on how you see it. So, and so but you just got to be fair. So I try to, my thing is this, I gotta be as real as possible. If it makes me feel like I can't be myself, then I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be cool.
Yeah.
So
honestly, yeah. So keep doing an amazing job, and I hope everyone continues to watch the T.S. Madison Experience on WeTV.
Absolutely. All right. Bye.
Okay. Have a great night. Okay. Bye.
All right. We'll take a couple more. We got a lot of calls in here. Okay. And then we're going to keep it moving. Okay. 3035, you're live on the air.
Hey, Armon.
Hey, what's poppin'?
What's poppin'? I'm not going to keep you long. I have not seen Maddie's show yet, but for hearing the comments and things, I will check it out. New York needs to go back over there on Zeus and deal with Chance and them and fix their show. Let Maddie have her moment. And, baby, I want to talk about these bots. These bots you got in there, them bots is acting like Day from next Friday. Like they just got a security job. I'm trying to tell you, they is here tripping.
Okay, I'm gonna check them out.
But it's hilarious though, cause they catching people though. They like dun da da da, caught you. But other than that, I love you. You know this, and I love your show. Take care.
Thank you for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. All right, 9582, you're live on the air.
Remember, I said, ooh, I love your shirt, but that means that I'm money gone.
Hello? 9582.
Don't make him stand up. I said, stand up.
Why you not ready?
Okay, hi. I just want to say I love your show, and you are everything.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about the man. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to talk about the man. I wanted to talk about the man, the white man that say, "Oh, we TV is Medicare, whatever." I'm like, we TV is TV. Are you there?
Okay. It's the Medicare for me. Okay. And no, the call just dropped. Okay. 8161. You're live on the air.
Hi, Armon.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, my only problem is what I think is going to happen is she's not going to be as blunt as she is now. You know, like how they just talk about everything freely. And I feel like now that they're on the WeTV, it's only going to be only like a certain amount of realness from TS that we'll be getting.
Oh, so you feel like now once the show is over, like she's gonna be a little bit more kind of like buttoned up and more commercial.
Right.
So, cause
right.
I mean, but that happens. You think about Wendy Williams. Wendy is totally different on television than she was in radio. I mean, it's to be expected because the bag gets bigger. So you got sponsorships and you got advertisers and things like that. So you can't get on there and be saying put your home. You can't really get into some things like that. That's why when people talk, even come to me, I'm like, I enjoy the journey because, child, I know there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to polish up a little bit, but I like getting ratchet right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And so yeah. I feel you. We probably will lose her. Huh?
I think that also grabs the audience too, the ratchetness. Don't nobody want to just be sitting here looking at the same shit on all the reality TV. We want that ratchetness. We want that what we was getting on YouTube. Yes. But you gotta grow. But I love you, and I just
thank you.
Everybody else to be able to come in and state their opinion.
All right, thanks so much, Boo. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. How long we been on here? Oh, child, I'm done. All right. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. Okay, 1805. You live on the air. Yeah.
Hello. Hey.
Is this LaMonica?
This is LaMonica.
Oh, what's going on? Okay, yeah. What's going on, Boo?
Nothing too much. I just wanted to call. I haven't seen the show yet, but I'm just like, if these bots kick me out of this chat one more time.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of him.
They keep kicking me out, and I'm like, dang, what I do wrong? I'm just using the emojis, and they keep kicking me out. I said, let me call Armon.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the bots, child. It was a new experiment I was trying. So we're not gonna bring the bots back. I already removed them, so you good.
Okay, love you, boo.
Love you too. Bye. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap the show. Bye. Okay, so basically, I wanted to let y'all know. Make sure you guys check out the TS Madison.
Radio. Goodbye.
Make sure you guys check out the TS Madison experience, okay? Watching her journey has been amazing. It's so inspiring. Like I said, I remember when I was back 5 years ago, homeless in Atlanta, going from hotel to hotel, child, and I would turn her videos on Facebook and literally, like, have a good day after that, and I created a vision board, and I wrote on my vision board, I'm going to meet T.S. Madison. I'm going to work with her one day, things like that. And things started to happen, I'm happy for her. I'm genuinely happy for her. And I think she has a great team around her, despite the little ego stuff. But you put 10 queens in a room together, you're bound to get some ego. And then you throw a camera in their face, and it's going to give a lot. But I think that I'm not mad. Like I still feel like we need that on the show because it gives people somebody to be like, girl, she's giving a lot. So I think we need it all. So check out the show. I think it comes on Thursdays on WeTV. Congratulations to everybody that's on the show. And I hope LeTanya makes an appearance on the show because I'm here for LeTanya. Okay. All right, y'all. Until next time, I want to try to keep that same energy, and we'll be back with some more videos. Oh, let me do another shameless plug. Now that we got this over, make sure I just want to let y'all know, okay? Because we growing over there. Some of y'all don't like my other channel, but we growing on my other channel, and I'm so excited about it. I actually have a client coming over literally now. But I wanted to show you all. Hold on. Let me see if I can get there. I wanted to get you to the other. Hold on. Y'all gotta, if y'all are into it, please go to my other channel. I'm going to be more consistent over there. Please subscribe to the Tarot channel. Look, I'm so excited about this. First of all, y'all cannot tell me we not lit. We got 2.5 thousand views. Okay, that's lit. Okay, come on. That's lit. Make sure y'all check this video out. It's the pick a card I did. So check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I'm hyped because I'm like, that took me all day to post and do. So yeah, head over there, support the kid on that channel if you're into that kind of thing. And yeah, so I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later on. Uh-oh, how we get out of here? How we get to come on, where's the outro? Bye y'all.